Dearest listeners,
Book babes and book bros.
welcome to Book Babble. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Tanya, and today we have two special guests. We will start with Sarah. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Whitney's PA.
And we have Whit as well.
Hi. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
We're so happy to have you on. Thank you both for joining us.
Yes. So we are ready to start our 5-minute rapid AMA. Are you guys ready to babble?
Yes.
hmm
All right, I will put on the timer.
Okay, so the first question is, can you tell us a little bit about your book and what inspired you to write it?
So, a Sea of Song and Sirens. So many things. It's not something that I could just pinpoint with one, this specific thing led me to the story. Naomi Novik, I don't know if you've read her books, but she did a Beauty and the Beast retelling called Uprooted, and I remember that I was like laying in bed reading it, and I have always loved writing my entire life, but I never thought that I could construct like my own plot or anything. But reading her book, I'm like, I couldn't do my own, but I could like do a retelling. And so that's where my mind like shifted. And it kind of just all snowballed from there. I was like, what kind of retelling and, what would I want to include and how would I make it different? And just my mind got working. And 3 years later, here it is.
That's amazing. So, are there any other secrets that you can tell us about writing or getting to I can't talk, getting to publishing your book?
So I don't feel like it's a secret. Just write it and not care about whether or not it's perfect. I always think of writing a book like I think of constructing a house. You have to build the foundation and the bones of the house and all your supportive beams before you can put on walls and paint and decorations. So, like, I think so many writers get caught up in whether or not it sounds good when they're in the drafting phase, and that's not even where your mind should be at yet. So,
I love that. That's such a good like metaphor for it.
I like it too.
And Sarah, did you have questions?
I do have a couple questions. I do not know if they're all ones that can be answered. Um, I
I'll
would like to
try.
know if any of your characters are based on someone that you know in real life.
Marin, my main character, I wouldn't say she's based off of my sister Athena, but I have four sisters, one brother, and the youngest one, Athena, shout out. She's oh my God, she's like a just spitting, boiling person of herself. I don't know. She's full of sarcasm and has so much more bravery to push the boundaries than I did at her age. And I just find myself like mesmerized sometimes with what she can come up with. And so when drafting Marin's personality and all of her sarcasm and like she's pulling a dead man into her canoe and she's like, well, hope we don't die. Like I don't know. It's just like I didn't base Marin on Athena, but she definitely came out when I was trying to think of those like snarky comments. So
I
yeah.
love that. That's so special.
It is. Okay, so how much research goes into your writing? You said you base some off of your sister and, real life stuff, but what other types of research do you do?
Um, so much research. I was a nursing student and I feel like I lean on a lot of anatomy when it comes to like action scenes and injuries, and obviously naiads heal fast, and that's not a factual thing at all for humans. But um, I look a lot towards like the medical community. I'm in Facebook groups for writing fictional trauma. Other than that, like, I don't know, setting wise, I look a lot at medieval stuff and I took a class on ancient Polynesia in college, and I just took it for the extra credit. And I fell in love with the culture. It's so different than what we experience here in modern day America. And I don't know, I've always felt myself being drawn back to it. And so when I was thinking about writing a book about a mermaid, I was like, why wouldn't I put her in like a Pacific Island type setting? And it just kind of went from there. So
That's
That was actually
incredible.
one of my questions.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry for the loud noise.
I can't hear it.
We made it through the AMA section, so we will put this part on our social channels and then we're going to post the entire interview on things like Spotify and YouTube, so we'll just keep chatting.